A lot of you have difficulties while defending in FC24, though it's not your fault because this game is so annoying and full of broken mechanics. But if you want to improve, you have to eliminate some mistakes and try to learn and improve. Here are the 5 defense tips you need to defend better in FC24. So without wasting much time, let's jump into the video. Visit u7buy.com and get some cheap, safe, and reliable FC coins. You have to build a strong squad to manage the competition. Use the discount code DRFC for 6% off, link in the description. Believe it or not, learning how to defend in FC24 begins with Jockey. It's a powerful tool that gives you full control of your defender. Jockey, you press L2 or LT on your controller, and we also have the speed jockey, the L2 plus R2 or LT plus RT. We use Jockey mainly in 2 ways. 1. When defending one-on-one. When defending, it's unavoidable to face the opponent's player one-on-one. You're one defender and the opponent's one attacker. In these situations, Jockey will give you full control whereby your defender is reactive against the opponent's actions. But that's not enough while defending one-on-one. You have to understand that when defending one-on-one, don't overcommit with your defender. Here it's very easy for the opponent to beat your defender. Instead, position your defender in front of the opponent's player. Imagine that line towards your goalkeeper and position your defender covering that path. Then leave 2 to 3 yards away from the opponent's player. Here you're in a solid position to defend without overcommitting and also applying pressure. Then we have tackling. Here you need to be close to the opponent's ball holder, but avoid spamming the tackling button in and around your box, because here it's very punishable if you miss. Around your box, you have to watch out these 2 things. 1. Ball contacts. If the opponent makes that heavy ball contact, step in and press circle or B to tackle the ball. 2. Reckless dribbling. The opponent dribbling while the ball is open. Here it's not an obvious tackling opportunity, but if you realize the opponent has nowhere to go, tackle the ball away. Another way to use Jockey is when cutting passing lanes. When defending, don't always focus on the ball holder. You have to cut passing lanes too, because passing the ball, it's an easy way the opponent can break your defense. The best way to cut passing lanes: 1. Observe the opponent's ball holder, the direction that player is facing. It's where the opponent is most likely to pass the ball to. This is the basic way to read the opponent's mind. 2 is to prioritize forward open passes, even if the opponent is facing a certain direction. But if a forward pass lane is open, ignore that and cut that forward pass, here making it difficult for the opponent to move forward. To defend well in FC24, it's a must to learn the right analog switch. We all know the easiest way to switch defenders is to use the L1. This selects that defender near the ball, but it's very inconsistent, and mainly it's limited. You can only select the closest defenders, and that's why you have to use the right analog switch. Using the player relative, the player with the cursor is the center of the switch, so if you want to select this defender, you have to flick the right analog to this direction, and that player will be selected. We can use the right analog switch in many ways, but mainly when cutting long passing lanes, dealing with distant options, because here the L1 can't help. You have to select your defender in that position and close up this pass manually. This type of defending is called active defending. It will take your defense to the next level. Maintaining a strong defense shape is the foundation of a solid, organized defense. When defending, always consider covering each area of the pitch with your defenders. Make sure that you defend with every player on the pitch, starting with strikers, like pressing high up the pitch, applying pressure to the opponent's center back. That's the role of your strikers. Cutting passing lanes to the opponent's strikers. Midfielders are responsible for that. Defending wingers, you should use fullbacks, like defending crosses, cutbacks, and many more. Then protecting the goalkeeper. Center backs are responsible for that. Before you even think about dragging that defender out, imagine what will happen if that defender is out of position. For example, that center back. This opens up gaps for deadly through pass, and you will be punished for that. So maintaining the team shape prevents unnecessary counterattacks by keeping a solid, organized defense and less open spaces, mainly that back 4, because these are the last defenders before the opponent reaches your goalkeeper. Keep the back 4 defenders in position. Sometimes you can manually drag back defenders and defend in numbers, for example, wingers and midfielders, and that's why learning the right analog switch is very important.
Yeah. Now it needs a good ball in.
Second man press is very important to defend well organized with pressure because you can deal with multiple tasks at the same time. Second man press, you press and hold R1 or RB. Then you will see that green icon on top of one of your defenders, and this defender will press the opponent's ball holder. So how can we use the second man press? 1. Cutting passing lane, and at the same time using the second man press to apply pressure. This is necessary because sometimes when you cut that passing lane, some good opponents will take their time on the ball and wait. But if you use the second man press, it forces the opponent to rush and force that pass to escape the pressure, and if not, the AI player will dispossess him. This is so effective when cutting through passes because this incident is very common in these moments. Second way to use the second man press is to double press. This sometimes you drag back a defender without selecting him. Double pressing is common between fullbacks and wingers. You control the fullback and use the winger as the second man press. Then between the center back and the midfielder. Here you control the center back and use the midfielder as the second man press. Defending in FC24 is not enough. If everything is fail, you have to use your goalkeeper. Goalkeeper movement is so effective to stop some obvious goals and break the opponent's heart. To move the goalkeeper, you push in the right analog. Then without releasing it, you start moving it like when you're dribbling. Another way to move your goalkeeper is to double tap the triangle button. Here the game moves him to the far post according to the direction the opponent is coming from. You can move the goalkeeper during that one-on-one situation. Basically, the majority tend to shoot to the far post, so you double tap the triangle button and your goalkeeper will cover the far post angle, saving that shot. But if you know your opponent is good, some opponent just react to the goalkeeper movement and shoot near post. So to outsmart them, you move the goalkeeper using the right analog switch. Move him backwards instead. The opponent will react and shoot to the near post, and the ball will be saved because you kept your goalkeeper covering the near post. Another way to use the goalkeeper movement is during this corner glitch. If you see the opponent attempting it by passing the ball to his player at the edge of the box, double tap the triangle button and the goalkeeper will move out covering the far post, and the cross will be saved since it's targeted towards the far post. So guys, all the mechanics we have looked at each have a full explained video. Check them out, link in the description. So that's it for today. Thanks for watching.